Hi everyone, welcome to The Other Side. I'm Abigail and I'm so glad you're watching this video. When we hear of a stepmom or a stepdad, there's usually a negative connotation to it. Most of our movies and fairy tales have a wicked stepmom that ruins plans. But there are many step-parents that step in and step up to their roles. Today we have one such person. Christine is a wonderful bonus mom to 4 wonderful kids. And we've had the privilege of seeing her kids totally love her. So let's hear her story. So Christine, before we get to the main topic, I would love to know how you met your husband.
Oh, such a funny story. So Kyle and I met in Chicago at a business marketing event. So there was this luncheon, and then after the luncheon, we both got invited to a Speakers Unplugged session. So there were probably maybe 10 or 15 people in the room, and we got to converse with the speaker. And so we exchanged cards, but I met a lot of people that day and walked away with a lot of phone numbers and email addresses. And so 6 weeks later, I'm on an airplane on my way to New York, and I'm going through email, and I find an email from Kyle. It was great to meet you at the event. How about we have coffee sometime? So I emailed him back, and of course, at this point, he was thinking, oh, well, she got my email. She's not interested in talking to me. So it's kind of a funny story. So 6 weeks after we met, we started talking, and 3 months later, on my birthday, we had our first official date.
Wow. So how did you react when he told you that he has kids from his previous marriage?
When Kyle told me that he had kids from his previous marriages, it didn't really bother me one way or the other. I was really indifferent about it. In fact, I was kind of excited about it because I love kids. Mm-hmm. Kids for me, to that point in my life, were 4-legged fur babies. So I've had dogs for a long time. So I was excited about it and didn't really think twice about it.
That's good. I would love to know, how did the first meeting go with the kids?
The first meeting was kind of uneventful. Kyle and I really intentionally wanted to keep it low-key and really just make them really comfortable and feel really safe. So I think they just came over to my apartment, and we hung out and made some food, watched a movie, but didn't really push the relationship and kept it really casual.
That's nice. How did you prepare yourself to be a good bonus mom to your kids?
Oh, it's such an interesting question. I don't know that I would say that I prepared, but one of the things that I think was super important was that, again, the kids felt really safe and they felt really comfortable. And I really let them guide the rate and pace that our relationship went. It certainly was a journey, not a marathon, and it was a journey full of respect and just love for them. And as we continued to get to know each other in just very natural, authentic ways, you could see their comfort level starting to increase, and the relationship just naturally blossomed. It was really actually very sweet. The youngest was, I think, 6, and the so 6, 8, and 10. Mm-hmm. So still young, but yet not, but old enough to know what was going on.
Yeah. I really like what you said about mutual respect and love. I think that's very important for any relationship. It would be interesting to know if you faced any challenges being a bonus mom, and how did you overcome it?
Oh my gosh. Of course, there were always challenges. I think one of the biggest challenges as a bonus mom or a bonus parent is that oftentimes you feel like you have all the responsibility and all the accountability, but you don't get a vote or you don't get a voice. And so sometimes that can be really, really hard, especially if there is a contentious relationship between mom and dad. Mm-hmm. And so the way that I handle that is I just try to stay calm and really think about the kids and what can I do, knowing that if the situation is hard for me, thinking about it from their perspective and trying to do what I can to make things easier for them.
Yeah. So, Christy, what is the most positive thing that has come out of your relationship with your kids?
Oh my gosh, there's so much. I just don't even know where to start. I'll tell you a really sweet story. I'll never forget when Kyle and I told the boys that we were getting married, and their response was, "That means we get to be a family, Teeny.
Wow.
That we actually are a real family. You're our family." And that was just such a touching moment for me. And I think that probably has been just the biggest blessing and gift for me personally, is that we have a family, and we call it our very, very modern family, but it's still a family with all of the love and respect and just the fun that we have together. You'd never know that we weren't a biological family. And so that's really, really fun.
Awesome. I loved your story. That was so inspiring. Would you like to share some tips to our viewers as to how they can, go on this journey of being a bonus parent?
Sure. There probably are 3 things that I would say. The first is you really have to always make it about the kids. It's really easy sometimes to think about yourself or think about other things, and at the end of the day, it really needs to be all about them. The second is, I think it's really important. The kids are part of my husband, and to be a loving wife and to serve him faithfully, that means serving his children as well. And so I do it as much for him as I do it for the kids, and I think that's really important. And then third, I think when you, the more that you can help to build that bridge between parents, biological parents, the easier it is for the kids. And we have a situation where we have one bridge that is really rocky, and we have another bridge that's built. And, when we can have a holiday or a family event, when you have both biological parents there, you've got bonus parents there, you've got kids there, it's just a really beautiful thing to be able to put your differences aside and be able to share in that. And I think it's such a great example for the kids as well. Because at the end of the day, our job as parents and bonus parents is to just pour into these kids, so when they get ready to fly out of the nest, they are well equipped to be good little humans.
Thank you so much for coming, Christine, to the other side. I was touched by your story, and I'm sure many others who are watching are going to be touched by your story. We all will take something away from this. Thank you for being part of the other side. Hope you like Christine's story. Whether you're a biological parent or a step parent, how we express love to our kids has a lasting implication on them. Thank you for watching. See you in another video. Bye-bye.